Hi everyone, welcome to the Recovery Channel. My name is Dusky. Peace, love, and abundance to you always. In today's video, I want to talk about a very hard truth, the one that many people don't like to hear, and which is you can only blame yourself for your woes. Yes, you can only blame yourself for your woes. I understand the economy is hard. The country is very tough recently. Prices of food items are, very high. You go to buy a particular thing. Today is this price. The next day you go back, the price has gone up. Your take-home salary can no longer take you home. But you need to understand that most of the time, you are the one holding yourself back. This video is not to blame or shame anybody. This video is to make you understand that you are responsible for whatever happens in your life. Because the moment you understand that you are responsible for your own life, that is the moment change begins. We Nigerians, we love to blame people for our problems. We blame the government. We blame our village people. We blame our parents for being poor. We blame so many things that affect our life negatively on others. But we fail to sit back and ask ourselves, what role did you play to make your life this bad? What role did you play to attract these negative things into your life? The truth is, as long as you keep pointing fingers at other people over your problems, then you will never have control over your story. Because if everything that happens in your life is someone else's fault, then you don't have any power to control it. But once you accept responsibilities, you take back control. Now let's talk about mindset. Blaming others over your problems, over your financial life, over your struggles, whatever you are going through right now in your life. Blaming others won't make things any better. Or does it? It doesn't. It won't. You can be in the same Nigeria where your neighbor is actually doing well, he's running his business, he's successful, he's taking good care of his family, he's building houses, he's, buying assets. But for you, you are just there blaming the government, blaming your village people, blaming your parents for not sending you to school. The difference is not because life is easier for that person. The difference is your mindset. Some people have accepted defeat already. They believe nothing better, nothing good will come their way. Their life will not get better until the government changes. While others have accepted that no matter how hard the economy is, no matter how hard life is, they are going to stand up, work hard, and make that money. If you wake up every morning and keep complaining about the government not giving you light, not giving you good road, and that is the reason why your life is backward, that is why you cannot start a business, or you keep complaining about your parents not sending you to school, or you complain about your village people not, allowing you to progress in life. If you keep complaining about all these things without taking responsibility, then your life will keep going around a circle without any progress. 2 days ago, I was just sitting on my own and I was, pondering and asking myself, how would my life been if my parents didn't send me to school? How would my life been if I did not go to a maritime school and become a seafarer? And then I answered myself. I gave myself the right answer. I just said to myself that I would have taken responsibility. I would have known that I am responsible for my own woes. I would have I would have gone out there to learn a skill, whatever kind of skill that I know will attract money, will make me legally take money from people. I will go out there and learn a skill, and I will master my trade, and I will start my business. I will employ people that will work for me, and I will become rich and successful. That was the answer that I gave to myself. But some people don't even have this kind of mindset. You only want to lay on your bed and expect manners to fall from heaven. Gone are the days that manners fell from heaven. Now you have to stand up and work without blaming the government. The government won't get better. The economy will never get better. If you can turn back the hands of time and you go back to when our grandparents were still alive, our great-grandparents were still alive, if you can go back there and ask them if life is better, they will tell you that life is not good, that life is so hard with them. That is what they will tell you. Life has never been easy. 100 years back, life has never been easy. 500 years back, there were poor people all over the world. Life has never been easy, and life will never be easy. So it's left for you to stand up, put in the work, and become successful. It's left for you to stand up, put in the work, and become rich. Nobody gets rich blaming the government. Nobody gets rich lying down on the bed and just, doing nothing other than blaming the government, blaming your parents, blaming your friends for not helping you, for not borrowing you money. Now let's talk about something that destroys a lot of life, which is gambling and self-deception. Many people believe that one lucky win in gambling will solve all their problems and they will become rich overnight. These people spend hours in betting shops. They spend hours on their mobile phone believing that one ticket will solve all their problems, thinking that one ticket will make them a millionaire and their problems are all over. But deep down, you know that is not possible. Today you are winning, tomorrow you are losing very big. Gambling can never solve all your problems. Gambling cannot even solve half of your problems. I have seen people lose their salaries, their rent money, and even their relationships because of gambling. And when they lose all these things, they will blame it on their village people. They will blame it on bad luck. They refuse to take responsibility for their action. They refuse to believe that they are responsible for their own woes, that they are responsible for their problems. They refuse to take responsibility. And if you are watching this video right now and you are one of those that have refused to take responsibility for your actions, then it's time to start taking responsibility. It's time to know that government will not solve your problem. There will never be a good government at any time. There will never be a time that things are perfect all over the world, including Nigeria. There will never be a time that, things are 100%. Food prices will still go up. Your salary will never be enough. Since your salary is not enough, the next thing you need to know is that you have to go into some business. You have to venture into some business. You have to invest your money. Once that salary comes in, you have to set aside a certain amount of money to start up a business. Whatever kind of business, it can be a little business, it can be a small scale business, whatever kind of business you can, your money can afford. There is no millionaire that is a salary earner. You have to go into business because your salary will never be enough. You need to stop blaming others for your problems. You need to start looking for solutions for your own problem and stop blaming others. So if you are caught in the trap of self-deceit and gambling, then you need to understand that you are not a bad person. I know you are not a bad person. You are only trying to escape reality. But running away from your problem will only make it worse. But if you own up to your mistakes, if you own up to your, take responsibility for your action, then your healing starts from there. You will begin to see that your village people is not your problem. Your parent that did not send you to school was never your problem. The government was never your problem. You were your own problem. So you need to start looking for what you are not doing right in your life. You need to start looking for what you are not doing right and, put a stop to it. And start being positive. Start putting in the work. Go out there and learn a skill. Go out there and find something doing that will benefit your life in the next 10 years. When you stop blaming others for your problems, then you are finally taking back your life. Because the truth is, as long as you keep blaming the government for your problem, you keep blaming your boss in the office for not, promoting you or not increasing your salary, you keep blaming your parents for not sending you to school, then your life will become stuck. But the moment you start saying that, yes, the country is hard, but I will do something about it, I will go out there and learn a skill, I will go out there and legally take money from people by rendering services. I will stop blaming the government. I will stop blaming my parents. Once you start saying that to yourself, then your life will become better. You will begin to see open doors that you never saw before. Progress doesn't happen overnight, but every small action you take counts. So don't wait for anybody to come and rescue you. You are your own rescue plan. So remember that blaming doesn't change anything. Action does. Let me be honest with you. Even me, I've made bad choices. I've made bad choices. If you watch my video, if you check my channel, watch one of my videos that I made about my gambling addiction story, you will see that I've made bad choices before. But the difference between people that succeed and those that fail is that the other person takes responsibility for their action and they correct their mistakes without blaming anybody. While the other person keeps making excuses and blaming the government, blaming their village people, and blaming their parents, their friends, and other people around them. So that is just the difference. You can choose to pray every day. You can choose to, do fasting 6 to 6 or even 100 days fasting. But if you do not change your habits, nothing will change, though. Nothing will change in your life. I'm telling you the truth. Nothing will change in your life until you change your habits. Faith without work is empty hope. That is what you need to understand. So instead of saying that they don't want me to succeed, or my parents did not send me to school, or the government is not giving us constant light and good roads, instead of saying all of this, you need to say, what am I doing that is holding me back? You need to ask yourself this question: what am I doing that is holding me back? Because you can't control so many things in this life. You can't control the fact that you don't have a good government. The government is bad. They are not giving us constant electricity, no good roads, no employment opportunities. You can't control the fact that your parents did not send you to school. You can't control so many things, but what you can control is your choices, the decisions you make on a daily basis. Waking up early in the morning to pursue your goals. Those are the things you can control. At the end of the day, your life is your responsibility. Yes, people have disappointed you, the system has failed, and so many other negative things. But the worst mistake you can make is to believe that you are not in control. You do. You are in control of your life. You decide how your life will be in the next 5 to 10 years. The decisions you make today determines how your life will be in the next 5 to 10 years. Old age is expensive. You have to wake up and work hard. You have to think smart. You have to go out there and learn a skill instead of blaming people. Old age is expensive. I'm going to make another video about this. Old age is expensive. Your decisions today will determine how your old age will look like. If this message spoke to you, I want you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, press that notification bell so that you'll be one of the first people that will see my next video. My name is Toski and this is the Recovery Channel. See you in my next video. Bye.